is Sophia.
The city of stars waits for no one, but I always knew that it would wait for me. From birth, I was unwanted, but it sufficed because I was chosen. Chosen by people who believed I had potential to do something great, be something great. When tears streaked my face and my eyes were red from sleepless nights, my father would tell me that if it was easy, then everyone would do it. I was raised on my father's praise, spending my days with eyes glazed over from desire to be something great. Praise and affirmations were whispered into my mind since childhood, embedded into the stories my mother would tell me while laying in bed staring up at my ceiling. My only responsibility then, being able to keep my eyes open long enough for her to read the final page of a never-ending story. I grew up in the kitchen, peering over countertops as my father cooked our family dinners. I watched in awe as his dreams for me slipped into every meal, feeling his silent prayers seep into every bite I took. I was a hopeful soul, but how couldn't I have been when I grew up in a home loud from love? People stare when I'm overcome with giggles as if I wasn't raised from dinner parties where laughter was the only sound that could be heard through the thinness of our walls. Laughter became the only meal that appealed to my appetite. My parents raised me on the idea that I was special, that I was a beautiful soul who was capable of holding the world in her tiny palms. I was raised to believe that the city of stars would wait for me and only me. But for how long will the city and the dreams it holds for me wait for me? Will it still wait for me when I can no longer carry the load? Will it still wait for me watching me from a distance as I perform my balancing act? Will it watch silently as I fall from the tightrope, losing the responsibilities that once stabilized my life throughout childhood? Or will it gracefully catch me in its arms, whispering the same praise my mother told me, retelling endless stories and wrapping me up in my childhood hope? I was told that I was meant for greatness, but nobody told me how to get there. Nobody told me what to do when laughter began to disappear from my face and was slowly replaced with my own disgrace, disgust, and distrust that now looms over the foggy parts of my mind that were once filled with my dreams. Nobody told me how difficult it would be to balance the weight that life has to offer when I already had to carry the weight of a heavy heart. City of stars, are you still shining for me? I look back to the starry place where family dinners are still filled with my laughter, where I still sit on the countertops where my father whispered his sweet nothings into my meals, where I can still gaze into my mother's eyes and find admiration, where my bed is not a place of tears but a place of my innocence, hopes, and dreams. I look up to my ceiling, trying to find her shining beacon. I wait to hear her quiet voice that says, "I'll be here and you'll be all right." But my eyes grow tired from looking through the dark. I asked for the world to slow down for me, to wait just a bit until I could regain enough composure to return to my never-ending balancing act, but only my life came to a halt. Nobody told me how heartbreaking it would be to watch my world stop as my dreams kept moving forward. But will the city of stars accept my excuse? I'm trapped in a timeless dance where nothing is learned except that the hopeful look in my parents' eyes were wrong. The city of stars waits for no one, but I still pray every night that she will wait for me.